All right, so there you go, guys. It's midweek market review again. So I want to check my audio first so we can see if I want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. So, okay, there you go. So just testing my audio from my end here very quickly. Alright, so kumusta na nga yung mga positions nyo? Were you able to take the money? Were you able to set your stop loss just in case the market did not move in your favor? Are you ready to reassess your position? Yun yung mga titingnan natin. Well, so far, we only have Euro USD that got triggered for me personally. My GBP USD is still moving on that 131.98 resistance level, or if you want to be a little conservative, actually it's moving towards that now. Na-hit niya na kanina yung 31.73, mas mababa na level. So you have two levels there, if you may, right? Coming from lower time frame or a higher time frame. So but anyway, I want to make sure first that you understand that this session provides us with general information only, right? Or these information can be used for your education, right? And these are not financial advice, right? So I want to make sure that everyone understands that. And at the same time, for the people who are or who's gonna be watching this on a later time, you might want to go back to your chart and understand na the price could have moved, right? Pwedeng mag-iba na yung itsura ng chart kasi nag-move na si market, especially if you are looking to trade on 15 minutes, 1 hourly, or maybe the 5-minute chart. Okay, so anyway, here it is now. Let me share to you my screen and let's go on and see what the market movement now is. All right, so it's midweek market review. Look at that AUD USD, right, from Monday. This is yesterday's bar. We were expecting for a pullback here, then a breakout, but hindi naman talaga siya nag-breakout. Look at that pullback happening here. All right, so we can have a fresh look of what's happening here. I want to remove all the lines there, okay? Para mas maintindihan lang if you're watching this session for the very first time. Yeah, if you're watching this session for the very first time, so dito yung unang breakout na nangyari tapos nag-pull back. So kung mapapansin nyo, meron pang isang horizontal line na tinitingnan natin if the market can really progress towards a certain direction or not. Okay? So saan naman yon? Kung babalik tayo dito. Okay? Para makita lang natin, no? Right? Ito yung isa somewhere here. Okay? So, kaya napansin nyo meron tayong dalawang horizontal line kanina dyan. Tanggalin lang natin. Oh, sorry, yung isa na nandito, I mean, dito sa taas. Then, okay, we are still seeing AUD USD. Oops, sorry. One sec. Wala pala yung drawing tool ko. Saan na yung drawing tool ko? Where is you? Oh, there you go. Okay. So from here, sorry, apologize for that. So from here, you notice that continuously we are seeing the uptrend. Okay, may nakikita pa rin natin yung uptrend. But true enough, that pullback happened. Well, unfortunately, hindi siya nag-breakout doon. Okay, so ngayon tinitest niya pa rin tong level na to. So, for the people who are a big fan of Fibonacci, pansinin niyo yan, yung unang level na inaabangan natin was somewhere at 38.2. But, right now, the price is touching the 50% Fib. So, can we expect for a continuation? Of course, yes, we can. But since the price is struggling to break through this level right here, my buying level will be somewhere here muna. Okay? I saw a bullish engulfing there, right? But just to make sure, and this is clear for everyone, you could have possibly got in here, but it might look like a bullish engulfing, but the definition of the bullish engulfing bar is this, right? If this is your bar number one, bar number two must break the previous bar's low first before making that bullish engulfing. So for the people who sent me a message na, hey, that was a bullish engulfing, right? We got in on a trade but the price did not proceed. Please understand that this area right here, reviewin natin ha. Okay? Okay, itong area na to, right? Pansinin nyo, okay? Hindi talaga siya bullish engulfing. Kasi bakit? Umakyat siya bago bumaba, baliktad. Kaya hindi talaga uh, technically bullish engulfing yung nangyari sa inyo. So pansinin niyo yung colored area na yan ha. Itong colored area na to, this is on a 4-hourly chart. Okay? Balik tayo dun sa 1-hourly chart. Again, pansinin niyo to. Then yung in between the colored area. So mapapansin niyo umakyat muna bago bumaba. So a bullish engulfing should be, right, breaking the previous bar low first before going up. Okay? So that's the reason why for me personally, I don't have any position on AUD USD here on the 4-hourly chart. Okay? Because I was waiting for that, pero hindi talaga natuloy. Again, I want to see the price break the low first before going up. Okay? I think you saw that when I did the pending order and at market order at the same time on Euro US Monday. Okay? Which we'll be reviewing later on. Okay? Kung ano na nangyari. Alright? So, that's something that we want to see again happening here. But this time, clearly, from this level, at least break the low first. We set a pending order and want to see the price to go up after. Okay, yun yung gusto natin makita. First, we want to see the momentum, right? Pushing downwards, eventually breaking the previous bar's high. Okay, so if it's still not clear to you guys, you can always send me a direct message. All right, so I can address your concerns properly. And of course, if you're not familiar with the terminologies that I'm using, if you're watching this for the very first time, can also send it over to the comment section para ma-address pa rin natin properly. Okay? Again, a disclaimer, I might not have all the answers, right? I'll try my best to answer all your queries to the best of my knowledge. If I don't have the answer, then I can possibly point you to someone who does. All right? Okay. So, klaruhin ko lang dun ha. I have some people saying that it was a bullish engulfing. Klaruhin ko lang po, the bullish engulfing breaks the previous bar low first, right? Before breaking the previous bar high. So, opposite lang din siya sa bearish. Bearish engulfing must break the high first before the low. Okay? All right. So, that's something that we want to see here. Again, on the 4-hourly chart comes the next bar, that's what I'm trying to say, comes the next bar. So meaning, as soon as this bar turns down here, okay, zoom in ko lang ha, kasi nandito pa tayo sa current bar na to. So look at this pink one right here, assuming this goes down, my entry price will be placed somewhere right here, anticipating for that bullish move, right? Papunta dun sa taas. Okay, so that's the first attempt to see if the price can really break through. Okay, so in that case, nangyayari na ba siya ngayon? Hindi pa. Right? Hindi pa siya. Okay? So, yun ang gusto kong makita dito ngayon as a sign of the continuation. But at the same time, one thing you must understand as well, okay, you're in the middle of that pullback, right? Alam naman natin to from Monday, diba? We are really expecting for a pullback. Sabi nga natin, if the price stays below, there's a possibility for the market to go down as well. So, there's a beautiful room for that price to break out really. Okay? Kung tatanggalin ko si Fibonacci para hindi kayo malito, no? Kung tatanggalin ko yung Fibonacci na yan, in case this price breaks out and have another horizontal line here, we have a much bigger room for breakout after. Right? Ano yung naging basis ko dyan? Ito po. Okay? Oops, sorry. Not that. Anong naging basis natin dyan? Itong high na to, right? Papunta doon yung last niya rin na tinest. Okay? If you want to be a little conservative, you can use the line chart, right? And you can use this one instead. So, mas earlier lang yung profit-taking level nyo dyan. Kung mapapansin nyo, mas lower lang siya. So, somewhere at about 60 or 50 pips, right? Yung take profit level nyo. Okay? Then, of course, by the concept of support and resistance, that's when you'll have another level there and another level there to monitor for your exit. So technically, aside from finding your entry price, okay, support and resistance can also assist you or give you at least a view of where you want to exit, right? So if you are buying here, somewhere here, this is your buy level. So this could be your exit one, all right, or take profit for some, right? Take profit one or exit two, right? Or exit three, just in case the price breaks through, right? Those levels easily. But of course, Once the market hits this level right here, right, may constant monitoring kayo dyan. Okay? Pero of course, bago yun mangyari, kailangan makapasok muna tayo sa trade. Which, my point on the next currency pair, which is Euro USD, if you guys can remember from last week, right, we got in somewhere here. Saan na ba yan? Yeah, I think this was the bar, right? Look at that. Bullish engulfing, went down first before going up, pero bumababa siya dito. So, well, true enough, the price moved in our favor. Pero mapapansin nyo, meron akong purple na line dyan. Let me just go back to D1. Again, we are on Euro USD now. Let me just go back to D1 now. I think it's better if I can clear this chart and show you where these lines are coming from. Okay? Look at that. Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Okay. Look at this. Okay, coming from this level. Okay, again, you can be conservative there. First touch will be this one. Oops, sorry. Ayan. Ito, touch. Touch. Pero meron tayong small sideways dito na titingnan din natin maya-maya ng konti. Okay? Alright. So, pwede kang, yung purple na line ko actually, ito yung kinukuha ko dun. Alright? Yan yung purple na line ko actually. Let's see, ba't ayaw niyang magano? Want to make sure it's of the same price. Okay, medyo OC lang po ng konti. Pasensya na. Alright, so you have that short-term sideways here. Of course, it's becoming a ceiling. It's also acting as a ceiling now, so hindi ko siya kayang basta i-disregard lang. In fact, if you stretch it over somewhere from here, right, it was also a floor level right here. Again, pansin nyo, medyo OC lang po. Pasensya na. I want the price on the same one. Kasi trend line yan eh, kaya medyo hindi siya level like horizontal line. It's a trend line that I'm drawing horizontally, right? Bakit ko siya ginagawang ganyan? For everyone's benefit, every time I see a trend line drawn horizontally, okay, for me, kaya ako pinapalitan din ng kulay, right? Because I'm treating it as a short-term resistance or support only. Pag yung blue, that's my long-term or major support and resistance, okay? So if we go back to this one right here, we can go back to the candles. Oops, sorry. Saan yan? Okay. Right? So, pwedeng nandito yung isang horizontal line nyo major or yung nandito sa baba. Okay? So, pwedeng maging dalawa yung horizontal line nyo dyan. So, for some people, they'll call this part right here, yung mga ganito, right? Yung maliliit lang na boxes will be a zone, right? A zone, it's like a thicker support or resistance level, right? So, mapapansin nyo, umakyat dito or tumama dito, pero nag-move pa rin much lower but eventually the price went up, right? So this happened somewhere a little bit higher, right? That level. Okay. So if you want to move further and check historical data, how far that horizontal line goes, right? And how strong that level is. So mapapansin nyo, based on historical data, the market have really fought, or the buyers and the sellers really fought for that price here several times before. And that's the reason why we're seeing the same thing, right, happening now. So from Monday, what we did, since we're seeing that price, okay, look, bullish engulfing, fighting, just within that zone, dito tayo pumasok. So if you guys were able to get this, if I can remember it correctly, right, we went at market here, we set our stop loss just below the horizontal line, though it did not move to our take profit right away. Well, technically I don't have a take profit, but seeing this horizontal line right here, okay, seeing this horizontal line right here, I took the money somewhere here, okay, so that was about 65 pips ata, if I can remember it correctly. Yeah, somewhere here. Look at that, 65 pips from the entry price. Oh no, from horizontal line para. So if you take it from the, oh yeah, so dito na rin pala ako nag-exit, 65 pips, so almost na pala. Dito pala na bar na to, sorry. I apologize. Itong bar pala. So that's the 65 pips. Now it's touching the ceiling there, right there. Okay. The next question really is, can it break out? So ibig sabihin, kagaya ng sinabi ko sa AUD USD, if this is your entry level right here, so this is your entry, dito ka pumasok, okay? Dito tayo sa bullish engulfing. Gamitin natin to as example. So since we are sitting right now where the current resistance is, okay, this becomes our exit 1. Okay? Or for some, this is your TP1. So kaya early tayo dyan nag-take profit muna, anticipating for the price to reverse. So ngayon, will I sell? Will I really sell? Well, it depends on the next price action. Okay? But for now, at least on the daily chart, it's just starting to test this level, right? From Monday. Okay? Yun pa lang yung unang time niya na nakatouch ulit sa level na yan. All right. If you look at the bigger picture, we're still seeing a big downtrend here, everyone. Right? Um, Kaya nga ang sabi natin is, will we continue to go for long? Well, we want to see the price breaks. We want to see the price break yung purple na line na yon, right? Or violet, depende, or pink, depende on your screen resolution. So, my buying level again will be somewhere here. So, mapapansin nyo, we are almost identical to where AUD USD now. Yan, it's touching another resistance there. Euro USD is touching a resistance. So before we consider, at least for me personally, before I consider myself buying again, I want to see the price above the horizontal line. So yeah, exactly. Very, very conservative. I remember that term again for very, very conservative yung approach natin. But of course, there is a way for you to be a little aggressive naman, 'di ba? Pero of course, even if you say aggressive ka or conservative ka, whatever your approach is, okay? Whatever your approach is, what you must understand is you need to make sure that you manage your account more than just thinking about your positions of like getting in right away. Okay, bago ka man din even pumasok, you are thinking, okay, where should I put my stop loss just in case my decision is or the market won't move in my favor, 'di ba? So laging may protection yung account mo. All right? So from here, kung papasok din tayo, tingnan ko nga sa H4 ulit. Yeah, it's just testing that there. 1 hour is too early. Let me see. That's about 46 pips away. I'm tempted to go for that buy. Sorry, for that short-term sell. Let me see if about 19 pips. Parang hindi man lang makakalahati. It's a little tempting, but I think I want to see it go up. Like my bias is more on, yeah, it can break through. Alam mo 'yun? Um when your technical analysis, right, says that yeah, it's still at the ceiling, pero based on the recent market movement, well, probably you won't have this if you're just trading for like a month or 2 months or maybe 3 months. Parang it comes with the experience, I would say, right? Parang alam mo 'yun. But I don't rely on that 100% all the time. Kaya I'll always look into the chart still, right? Pero alam mo yung may bias ka that the price can possibly go in your favor for a buy, right? But the price is still at the ceiling. So for me personally, I want to see the price breaks out. Okay? Kasi mas nandun nagigear towards yung bias ko. But it's tempting to take that 1 hourly bearish engulfing there. It's just that I think it's too tight for me because I see momentum here. Pansinin nyo yan. I'm seeing momentum here of price likely to break. Yeah, look at that higher high and higher low. In fact, for the people who loves chart patterns, you are seeing an ascending triangle here moving in that area, right? Or sorry, yung pressure is coming up here, then likely to move in that area after. So yung pressure or yung push is moving in that direction. So doon ang gagaling din yung what you call this, yung bias ko na it is likely to break out. So if I am looking for a sell, definitely this is just a quick sell. I won't expect for it to go down at 0.874-ish support level, which is about from the ceiling to the floor, which is about 110 pips. So, kung mapapansin nyo, from here, it's kinda, in a way, I am over-analyzing. Kasi bakit? Ang bias ko is bullish, but the chart is saying it's the resistance. So, technically, what I can suggest you to do is just to move to the next currency pair kung hindi naman clear, right? Yung setup, right? Kung maalala nyo nung nakita natin to nung Mondays, like we even went at market right away kasi mas confident tayo. Pero right now, medyo may konting 'di ba? Parang may konting pag-aalangan. So pag nangyayari sa inyo 'yon, meaning that's not the trade that you want to take, you might want to move to the next currency. All right? So yeah, that's my take on Euro USD for now. I really want to see that breakout happen, right? Which, looking at GBP USD, almost the same scenario here. Kung mapapansin nyo at the beginning of this session, I mentioned that there are two levels on GBP USD that I was monitoring, right? This is the conservative one. Okay, let me show you. If you put a line chart, right? Oops, sorry. Medyo nababa ko ata ng konti. Yan. Medyo OC lang tayo ng konti. Yan. Pag tumatama dyan, ito yung isa. Right? Ito yung isang level. Now, ito yung conservative kasi mas mataas. Yung a little aggressive, or what you call this, basing on the bars instead of the line chart, ang makikita mo naman is like the second one, right? So, pansinin mo to. Okay? So, mas earlier yung touch dito. So, mas ano lang, mas maaga kumbaga. So, it's touching that resistance as well. Ang difference lang dito is this. Okay, if you're writing things down, or yeah, if you're reviewing this again, okay, yeah, I hope you will write it down. Ang difference lang ni Euro US, AUD US, and the GBP USD right now is this. Look at this. I'll have my rectangle here. Pansinin nyo, mas thicker yung area na sa taas. Anong ibig sabihin nun? So, mas thicker yung resistance natin. Right? So, kung aakyat man siya, parang hanggang dito pero bababa pa rin. Ibig sabihin, ang buy area natin nandito pa sa mataas na to. Compared to Euro US, let me go back to the daily chart. Isang line lang yan kasi yung next malayo naman eh. Actually, yung area na yan is already opportunity for you to buy just in case it goes sideways or whatnot, right? And same with AUD USD, malaki din yung area na pwede niyang galawan, right? Okay? Now, while GBP USD, yeah, medyo maliit yung area niya dito. In fact, this is just like about 20 pips. Okay? So, anong ibig sabihin nun? In this case, right, though parehas yung tatlong currency pair na yon touching the ceiling, and my bias is still for those currencies to go up, or those base currencies to go up, right? It is a little different with the pound, right? Or GBP. Kasi medyo mas thicker yung ceiling na kailangan niya i-break. So, in this case, my bias is gearing towards going short or selling, right? Which in this case, right, I'm looking at the possibility for the price to go there. Now, this little 4-hour shooting star, yeah, at least forming pa lang, potential, sorry, right? It's not confirmed yet. That bar is still active. Look at that high test bar right there. Okay, forming. So we can see a rejection there. After this 4-hourly bar, I would love to check if I can go for a sell if this confirms as a shooting star or a high test bar. Yep, yan yung unang attempt ko as a sell. In that case, this is definitely a 1:1 right here. Look at that. If I put my stop loss right there, sabihin natin within within the zone, like somewhere at 45 to 50 pips, right? If I can just quickly draw this one, okay? If this will be my take profit here, this is still a reasonable 1:1 right here. Yeah. Measure natin ha. If this is my entry price, dun tayo sa 50 pips. Take profit, actually, yeah. Actually, pwede ka nga mag-stop loss ng 65. Oh, no, too much na yung 65 nandito na sa ilalim. Probably at 58, 69 pips. Yeah. Or sorry, 58, 59 pips, not 69. Okay, that's too far. Yung 69 pips nyo, nandito na yan sa baba nung itong trend line na to. So again, that's a short-term trade right there for you that could trigger within the day, right? Or possibly if you want to stretch it, kung ayaw nyo nang targetin talaga yung 50 to 60 pips, then kung 20 pipper lang habol nyo, okay naman yun. Alright? Aggressively, you can go to H1 where I don't see a bearish engulfing, sorry, where I don't see a bearish engulfing, right? In this case, even if I wanted to go or my bias is a sell, pero wala akong makitang setup dito that I can agree to get in now. So, technically, the earliest will be on the 4-hourly chart. Okay? Kasi if pupunta pa ako sa 15-minute, if you were with me since day 1 following this session, right, you understand, or I think that you have noticed it already, that I wait for the EMA crossover on lower time frame. So, ibig sabihin, if I want to go short, I want to see the orange line below the blue, but we see the orange line now not below the blue, but instead above the blue. So, this is not a selling pattern yet, right? So, kahit nasa lower time frame siya, it might sound aggressive kasi faster time frame, but it can be conservative approach still if you're waiting for a certain pattern to happen, right? Now, If you got in early on the 15-minute chart, there you go, a short-term trade from that beautiful shooting star, which is already dropping by about, I think, 20 pips na. Yeah, look at that, 25-ish. Then nagtetest na siya ulit. So,
It's time for bed.
oh yes, thanks Alexa. So if it's a short-term trade like 15, 10, 15, 20 pips, then that's a good trade there that you could have taken. You should be on profit-taking level now. Um, but if I am getting in now, right, another reason not to get in for a sell, because again, the 15-minute chart is not showing me orange below the blue there. So again, my best time frame in this scenario will be my H4. So babantayan ko siya mamaya. Pero sabi nga natin, right? I just want to make sure that everyone understands this. Minsan kasi gumagawa tayo ng watch list pero sa sobrang busy natin, hindi natin siya nababalikan, right? So it's definitely okay to miss some trades, right? As the old saying goes, you could possibly miss some, right? In some cases, you could possibly miss all trades, right, for that given day, right? But of course, what you need to understand is, okay, that was just for that day. Okay, kung masyadong naging busy ka dun sa araw na yon, well, it's okay. You can move on to the next trading day. Kasi minsan yung ibang tao is like, oh, hindi ako nakapag-trade today, hindi na talaga ako magiging trader ever, right? Or I won't catch some opportunities there anymore. Wag ganon. Kasi yan, sinistress mo lang yung sarili mo for no reason. Okay? So, if you cannot catch a trade, it's okay. Reassess the market. Go back to your chart. Look for a better entry price. Something like that. Okay? So, that's my take on GBP USD. Kung mapapansin nyo, my bias here is more bearish than bullish. Pero dun sa first two currency pairs, I'm looking at a bullish move on AUD Euro. AUD and Euro. So again, just to clarify this to everyone as well, I'm not saying those biases that I'm mentioning or yung take ko sa currency na yon is guaranteed. Okay, again, we're basing everything to if the price can break through or not. Okay, so kaya nga naglilin tayo more towards to its probability, not the guarantee. Okay, so if the market gives us good reasons, which again, my point, the horizontal lines, right? If the price breaks through those levels, then it's giving me a good reason for a long position, especially for AUD USD, Euro USD. If it doesn't, then wala naman po masama na mag-reassess tayo probably for a sell towards the end of the week. Okay? So, but then again, for GBP USD, I'm seeing more of a bearish move more than the bullish move. Okay? Again, let me know if meron kayong what you call this, meron kayong ibang idea or what you call it, you have a different point of view para naman ma-double check din natin, right? I could be seeing something that you're not, or vice versa. You could be seeing something that I am not seeing right now. So if you can send me a screenshot of it, I would really appreciate it too. Okay? So from here, I want to move on to NZD USD, which is still an uptrend, which is almost identical to AUD NZD as well, just to point that out, with this horizontal line. Okay, there you go. But this one is a little bit far from the resistance. So, though we're seeing momentum there, okay, meron pa tayong, I think 15, yeah, yun, tama yung unang tingin ko. 15 pips away from the current resistance. So, I don't think I'll be involved on a buy here very, very soon. So, probably could be early tomorrow or midday tomorrow will be, yeah, the time for me for buy. Pero, for the people who uses Fibonacci, ito yung pero natin dyan. This is still sitting at 38.2. So, ibig sabihin, may possibility pa rin na bumaba ng konti hanggang 61.8, which is closer to this floor level right here. Mapapansin nyo na may horizontal line tayo dyan. So, anong ibig mong sabihin, Ken? Well, hindi possible din siyang mag-breakout. Yeah, possible siya mag-breakout. Also, possible din siyang mag-test ulit dito at least at 61.8. Doon sa floor level na yun before going up again. Actually, kung ako lang ang mag-aantay nito, dalawa, okay? Para clear. Buy level, pag nandito talaga siya sa taas, buy level ulit ako dito. Pag hindi tumuloy, right? Anyway, there's another room there for buying. Okay? If it breaks through, if you clear your chart here, you'll notice that, again, magdodrawing ka man dito ng horizontal line. I think the most decent level for me is this one. Conservative na yan. Then the next one will be somewhere here, then here. Right? So, ibig sabihin, if that breakout happens, may room ka pa rin for buying towards that level. Kung hindi naman, look at this green line instead. Right? Pag bumaba yan dito, buy there towards that direction, still a decent room. So, but definitely I will not buy here yet. Yeah, I will not buy there yet. So somewhere between 50 or 61 point 8 fib is the buy level for me. So probably your question now is what if mag-sell tayo? Well, that's a good idea too. Tingnan natin if we have good reasons for a sell. Tanggalin natin yung Fibonacci para hindi kayo nalilito. Do we have good reasons for a sell here? Short term, probably the first time frame that I would look at is 15 minutes, which wala na. Dito sana, nung nandito tayo sa crossover na to, I'm not sure if we spoke about this Monday. Pero kung nandito tayo sa area na to where the orange line is below the blue line, I would probably consider a sell, but this one right here is totally opposite. So, for me, on the 15-minute chart, wala pa akong nakikitang selling opportunities dyan. So, tingnan natin sa 1 hour. Though we are seeing, this is interesting. Looking at the 1 hourly chart, you're seeing this short-term sideways movement here since yesterday. Look at that, right? So, nagperform siya ng small consolidation here, which is moving about 50 pips on an average. Yeah, look at that. Interesting. No, it's tempting, but I'll rather wait for a buy somewhere here or somewhere here. Okay? If this price goes down, tingnan ko nga. Yeah, I got interested tuloy. Sandali ha. I think that's, oh yeah, that's the 38 level. Yeah, I did the fib kanina na. Yeah, that's the 38 level right here. Okay? So yeah, it's reasonable for us to see that consolidation there given that it's still an uptrend. Again, if you draw the trend line right there, pansinin niyo na pwede pa rin talaga siyang bumaba dito. Nandiyan pa tayo sa level where it can go for that pullback or retracement, right? That's other people's terminology there, right? So kung narinig niyo na yung pullback or retracement, it means the same thing. Okay? So, yeah, that's my take for NZD USD. And we have USD CHF. Okay, nandun pala ako sa 1 hourly chart. Right, there you go. Breaking that resistance right there now. Okay, so again, for the longest time, we have those lines right there. And ngayon pa lang ako magkakaroon ng additional line dun sa taas. Okay, kasi bakit? Nandun na si market sa taas. Nung nandito lang tayo, there's no need for that line right there yet. Pero the price is now really staying above this horizontal line right here. So, let's see if the dollar can really push, yeah, this price in terms of the Swiss towards that direction. If you want to be a little conservative, you can use the H4 chart for your horizontal line. Yeah, you can use that other level right there where the price is right now. Okay, good. For the sake of this example or this chart, okay, this is something that I want you to see. Look at that. That price, or focus on the last two bars. Current bar, previous bar, breaking the previous low. So this is a potential bullish engulfing sitting at the floor, which I'm currently interested to go for. We'll see if it can move in our favor. I want to see the entry price. 92.93. I'll go for 95. 92.95. We'll go for, yeah. Oops, ano nangyari? 0.9295. Do we have that? Okay, stop loss will be somewhere at, that's too tight for a 20 pipper. I would like to go for the last swing bar, yung pinaka lowest bar on this series of bars. So that will be 92.64. I'll go for 92.63. Stop loss will be 0.9263. Okay. And yeah, let's see if that price can move in our favor. Again, I want to see if this move can happen. Pag hindi naman, okay lang tayo dyan. Wala namang problema. Okay, sabi nga natin gusto natin ng confirmation from the chart, okay, or from the price action. So, if the price action is not giving us reasonable movement, then no. Diba? Oops, ano nangyari? Okay. 0, 0. Alright, okay. So, if this is your entry price, we're risking about somewhere at 30 pips. So, a decent 1:1 is good for a quick buy right here hanggang sa resistance lang. So tingnan natin. Again, I could be wrong here saying that the price is likely to move up. It could be that just a false breakout. Pero looking at this one's higher than the previous. Look at that. This could be higher. This is looking like higher than the previous. So yeah, that we could possibly anticipate for that move. Pero sabi nga natin, in case the price goes back down, right? Ang pinakamagandang scenario is wag lang sana matrigger yung entry price natin first. But just in case, may stop loss naman tayo dyan to protect us. So, for us not to lose everything on our account. So, from there, we have a bigger room for selling as well. Then, we can reassess our position. Okay? The beautiful thing about trading is that kung ang initial position mo was a buy and the market is moving towards the opposite direction, there's nothing wrong with taking the opposite trade. Just make sure that you are getting in on reasonable entry price naman. Hindi ibig sabihin na biglang bumagsak lang yung price, nakakita ka lang ng red bar, right? Sell ka na kaagad. Find a reasonable entry price. So if you're not familiar about entry price, or that if that's something that you want to improve on, let me know, right? So I can address your concerns as well. Yeah. So from here, kung hindi man matrigger yung trade natin within this time period or the 4 hourly bar, okay, I am willing to reassess my position for a short, right? Or for a sell later on. So, tingnan natin. At least we have a pending order there for so far. Waiting. Wait, ito, yeah, wait. Well, USD CHF. Okay, yung next. Now we have USD CAD on the same level as well. Okay, right? I want to adjust this a little bit. Yan. Huh. Since it's on the same level, that's the same bias that I have right now. Okay, there you go. Yeah, kaya pala nandito sa baba kanina. Kasi I was measuring this first. Now it's here. Okay, that's more relevant. Okay. Tanggalin ko muna to para hindi na siya sakit sa mata. Para ang focus ko ngayon is dun sa current price action. So, moving into the current price action, right? Do we have room for buying? Yes, that's 90 pips there. So, that's reasonable. But my entry price is halfway through. Masyado malayo. Look at this. This is totally different from what we saw. Ang entry price natin nandito, tapos ang take profit nandun for a bullish engulfing. If I go to USD CAD, ang entry price ko dito pa masyado malayo. I would prefer a 1 hourly chart here, but the bars on the 1 hour chart is staying below the horizontal line I drew. So I'm not seeing a buyer's push right here. If I really want to buy, I want to see the bars above the horizontal line, not below. Because if you're taking this as your resistance, so this could be just the false breakout, and that's the retest, and for the price to go down. So I'm not seeing buyers pushing in that direction, at least. Well, it was at least for the last 4 hours, but not that strong to put it back above the horizontal line. So USD CHF and USD CAD might look identical as far as the horizontal, or the tawag dito, the distance of the price to the horizontal line, but this time it's different in this case where this bar is staying below the horizontal line. Now in my case, I really wanted to go for that buy, pero nandito tayo sa baba, right? So yeah, I want to set this on my watch list more than just taking a buy now. Yeah, I want to observe this further. So for now, no buy yet. I'm not seeing that sell momentum yet on H1. 15 minutes is showing that. But it could be too early on this one. I could be too early. Yeah, mararamdaman mo yung pag-aalangan eh. So that's you now having doubts in your analysis and saying, yeah, yeah, you're kind of fighting your initial analysis to whatever you're seeing right now. So that could be a little confusing for you. For me, that's one sign not to take the trade anymore, because tawag dito, ano ba yung mas magandang term dyan? Well, I'm always talking about your confidence about your position. So in that case, kumbaga it weakens the confidence to get in now. So pag may ganong disagreement between you and your technical analysis, yeah, or your understanding about your technical analysis, the best way to go is just move to the next currency pair, which is what I'm doing now with USD JPY. Okay, So USD JPY from here, if you're looking at this for the very first time, it's not really um or it has not moved away from these levels right here. So for everyone's benefit, I want to delete all my lines here and look at this price, or sorry, at this chart as fresh as possible to have a different perspective, okay? Because it has not moved anywhere. Nandito lang yan since January. Look at that. It's not really showing signs of trend, right? Not even sideways. In fact, one thing that you can say is that it's on a triangle, right? Ito na yung, I think I mentioned this before, right? For some, at one point, ito pa nga yung early breakout niya, right? So, uh, I really want to go for a buy on the dollar, but I don't see a bullish engulfing here where I see it on USD CHF. This one is not a bullish engulfing. And at the same time, if I move a little higher, I think I'm trying too hard here for Euro USD. Sorry, for USD JPY. Yeah. Unfortunately, for the last, I think a month now or more than a month, I have not got myself involved with USD JPY, where in fact USD JPY is one of my favorite currency pairs. But yeah, that's the reality about trading. It doesn't necessarily mean it's your favorite currency pair. You'll trade it all the time, right? If it's not giving you good reasons to get in, then don't, right? So in my case, I would stick with my USD CHF for now. If it triggers, then good. Pag hindi naman, okay lang din, right? Well, so far from Monday, we have one position that was closed, right? Looking at that buy from this floor level, right? Now, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Looking back to Euro USD, my bias is still there. Look at that price breaking out. Pero I don't see good reasons to get in yet. But parang alam mo yan, dun pa rin nag-gear towards yung yung bias mo. Same thing with AUD USD. GBP USD, there's a little hesitation there if you notice, right? Magkaiba talaga, right? So for now, that's my take on the major currency pairs, right? That's that's my take on the major currency pairs, and I think it could be a regular thing for us to go for the session at 45 minutes. Kasi sumusobra na talaga ako sa 45 sa 30 minutes. So but anyway, I appreciate the people who are still with me, right? About 11 or 10 na lang. Yeah, people who are still with me during this midweek market analysis. I hope you find this session helpful. And if you do, yeah, let me know in the comment section, right? Or send me a direct message, right? I appreciate the people who have sent me direct messages. All right. One thing I can tell you, my apologies. I have not responded to several messages yet, right? I think I saw Micah there too. Micah, if you'll be watching this video, I apologize. Same to Ryan, and I think I responded to some of you already. Unfortunately, we had this super extended power outage yesterday. It's like the whole day. Well, in fact, it's more than 24 hours. So, my phone's battery was totally discharged. So, hindi pa talaga po ako nakakapag-check ng Facebook messages. But I think I responded to some of you guys. So, I apologize if I have not answered to your queries yet, but I'll make sure those messages will be addressed, right? So, bigyan nyo lang ako ng konting oras. Okay, but anyway, thank you again for the people who are still with me as always. Thank you for your love and support. We are now at 95. Okay, 5 more people until I draw those 2 winners, right? Again, once we reach the 100 mark, okay, I'll be picking 2 people, of course, not just random, not just like handpick. We'll do a roulette thing, right? 2 people will be with me for a one-on-one coaching session for at least 45 minutes, right? I hope that session can help you build a trading plan as well, or if you're not trading yet, okay, what you call this, I can give you an idea of whether forex trading is for you or not, right? And if you think it is for you, then I could possibly help you set up a what do you call this, a trading plan to get yourself going, right, and start that business. Anyway, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much. Again, this is the midweek market review, right? We want to check what do you call this, we want to check if the markets from our position on Mondays and Tuesdays are still active or medyo. Oh yeah, yeah, I have something here from BNO. Yo, can you please do SP 500 in US 30? Oh, hi Micah. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I apologize for now. We are running a little bit of time. I would like, yeah, I think I would like to get on that on the next session. BNO yo. Yeah, I'll add that on my list later on. So, ano, if you can send me a direct message on Facebook, all right? Then I'll give you my comment on your analysis about SP 500 and US 30, right? Because for me personally, I want to focus on this one right now, as this session is purely for forex trading, right? I don't want to confuse other people as well to look into commodities and indices, right? Though at one point I looked into Bitcoin and crude because someone requested for it. Yeah. So yes, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. Pero medyo kulang na tayo sa oras eh. Super extended na tayo. Baka yung iba naman is ano. And I don't want to confuse them too. But yeah, we will definitely include other instruments as we go, right? Thank you so much for understanding. So, guys, I don't want to take much of your time. Again, I appreciate your patience with me and your constant support. So, we'll see you on Friday. Yes? Yeah. All right. Thank you again for everyone who's still with me. Um, oh, yeah. For Obida, Obi Obida, can you share sites used for your Forex news? Yeah. I still look into more on what do you call this, FX Factory, right? The same thing with TradingView and stuff, right? But yeah, I would like to reply to you that on that sa chat box para mas send ko sa iyo yung link instead, right? Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you so much again. Right. Please always create a plan for your trades, right? And trade your plan, not someone else's plan. Okay. If you're feeling that you're kind of or a bit stressed in your trading, it only means that you're not doing it correctly. Kasi bakit? Always remember, if it's not fun anymore, it's not trading anymore, right? Because trading should be fun, everyone. You have a wonderful evening. I'll see you on Friday for our end of week market review. You guys have a wonderful week ahead of you. Cheers. Bye for now.